Great.
And Chopin's Waltz in A flat major.
Great. Well, shall we play the Beethoven first?
Okay. Do you?
It's better if I can see your hands. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Much better. So, when you're ready.
I think now.
Then let's go.
Okay.
Daniel mejoró. О, все. Не. Теперь я не слышу.
Eric's sound seems to be gone.
I'm sorry. I
Eric, something happened with the sound. I'm really sorry that you had to stop. Do you want to take it once more from?
Yes. I thought I had my microphone on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we lost your sound for a moment. But now it should be okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Let's just take it from there.
Of course. This? Okay. Okay. I'm scared. That's.
It's all good. Don't worry. We can hear you.
Okay.
Well done. Well done, Eric. That's very good playing. That's very good playing. But if you don't mind, I still have quite a few things to say. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, have you played any other Beethoven sonatas that are written before the fourth? The first, the second, or the third?
Yeah, can you repeat?
Have you played any other Beethoven sonatas?
Other Beethoven sonatas?
Yeah.
Yes, this.
Okay, that's number 5.
Yes, yes.
So this is number 4. So we're going a bit backwards in Beethoven's life. So this is the 4th sonata. We'll have another 3 before it, and they're all written in a very classical way. Let's say in a way that is rooted in Mozart's music, in Haydn's music. But this particular sonata is the first sonata in which Beethoven starts writing in a more orchestral way, thinking more about the orchestra in his writing, okay?
Uh-huh.
For example, this feature you have at the very beginning. You know, this is something that the only instrument in the orchestra that can do it is actually the horn, okay? Like, so try to play this. You played it the first time with a bit too much of pedal, so we lost this nice articulation. You see? And it's very important that we hear it very rhythmical, very short, and very light. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the theme is quite simple here. Right? Nothing much happens. Then I want you to pay a bit more attention to the slurs and where do they end. It's very important. We're still in the classical period. Slurs and ties have to be observed very carefully. So you see, it's like speaking and putting a consonant, a t, in what you say. It's you see, that's one thing. Second, very often in Beethoven and before Beethoven and after Beethoven, number 3, the most important number, you very often have something 3 times in the row. And every time it either grows bigger or it becomes smaller. Here, the music is going up, so it grows bigger. The third time, you see? Shall we try from the beginning? Very nice. Very good. Something else I wanted to say. Tell me, what do you think? Where does this go? Does it go? Or does it probably go? Right? The second one is the end of the previous one. You will never sing ta ta. It's not legato, but still, we have to find the right proportion between them, right? Right? Let's try. Nice. Keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Now get quieter. That's good. And also now here we have the imitation between the 2 hands. We have the canon. And that's something very important, Eric, that we forget sometimes when we play Beethoven. We forget that Beethoven was a fanatic of polyphony. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Beethoven studied lots of Bach, and there's lots of polyphony going on in his music. You have in the right hand, and the left hand replies. You see? So it's important to hear that the right hand passes the melody into the right hand, the left hand. Okay? Can we take it from the 5th bar?
From which?
what I wanted to say before. These are just scales, okay? Nothing very important happens. They're just scales. You see, nothing much. You have right. But the first important moment in the sonata is here. Okay, this is where we have a turning point for the harmony. We leave mi bemol maggiore, the home key, and we're going somewhere else. The second very important one, and that's the most important, because this opens the door to go to si bemol maggiore, right? Which is the dominant key, which is important for the structure. In sonatas by Beethoven, the structure is very important. And in Beethoven, structure and harmony go together, hand to hand, okay? So everything before this shocking moment, everything before this changing point has to be a bit less, a bit easier, okay? You see? So shall we try from, let's go from there. Very good. Now even more. And the third time even more. Tam. Good. Okay, now we're playing Beethoven. He's the first composer after a long time that introduced extreme dynamic contrasts, going from fortissimo to pianissimo, without decrescendo, without any notice. That's it. Okay, it just happens. So what we have there is the following. Right? This pianissimo has to come out of nowhere. It has to be even breathless, you know, sort of scary. Okay, so make a big contrast between these two, and a bit more in the octave. Okay, that's another melody. Everything is melody. Okay. You see? Let's take it from there. A bit more arm weight.
Sorry.
Now that's very important. This has to be very carefully articulated. Ta tira ta tira ta tira ta tira. Can you try something for me? Because I see what you're doing technically, but I want to give you another idea. That first note, you pluck the key, okay? You do this kind of movement. And then on the two joined notes, on the two slurred notes, the first note is with the wrist going down, and the second note, the wrist comes up. So ta tira ta tira ta tira. Because tira, in the first note, you want to put a little accent, a little more weight. So you drop the wrist down, and in the second one, you take the wrist away. So listen and look. Ta tira ta tira ta tira ta tira. And we'll try this slowly. That's it. Now try a bit faster. Obviously, when we play faster, the movement becomes smaller. You cannot move so much anymore. But keep this in your mind. Ta tira ta tira ta tira ta tira. Nice. Now I'm a bit picky, but I want the third note to be a bit quieter. Ta tira ta tira ta tira ta tira. Let's try. The third note needs to be a bit quieter. Ta tira ta tira ta tira ta tira. Let's try. Nice. Let's play in full speed. Okay, in this phrase, I want you to tell me which hand has the melody. Which hand is more important?
I think right.
Really? So the right hand plays an arpeggio. And the left hand plays. You see? And now you see. Tell me.
I thought you were talking about this.
No. We're not here yet. We're at the beginning of the phrase. So you have a sforzando there. Sforzando can mean different things. Okay? It can either mean just to play the note with a bit more force, or it can mean to also delay the coming of the note a tiny bit. Instead of doing ta 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 ta, it's more like a bit more melodic, a bit more with, you know, pushing the key. Yeah, that's what we don't want. You see, we don't want ta ta, we want
Something like this.
Yes, try once more. Okay, can you try something? Your teacher might disagree with that, but can you try to play the mi bemol with the thumb? Because the thumb is a heavier finger, you see, so you can give more weight. It's try. Yes. I think that's nice. Okay, I think that's nicer. It's a warmer sound. Good. Let's go on from there with the right hand a bit less. Okay, another thing to say. Now, always, very often in classical music, in the classical repertoire, we have something repeated twice. Here is this. Okay, you need to decide what are you going to do the second time. Okay, for me, in this particular part, the second time needs to be quieter. So you see, like an echo. You say something, and then you hear the echo of it. Let's try.
Okay.
Good. That's good. Now, when you go in this section, I wanted your staccato to be somehow a bit more nervous. Okay? You see? Every note has to be really short and really jumpy. Okay? That's something else I didn't tell you. It's not very common, but Beethoven writes this first movement of the sonata in 6/8, 6/8 in a bar. Most of sonatas up to this time are written in 3/4, 4/4. Okay? You have Mozart sonata in 6/8. So this sonata here, written in 6/8, has a bit more movement. It's a bit more lively, okay? So, okay, a bit more accent, a bit more punctuation. Let's try.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, and when you arrive here, you have to finish the section, right? Good. And now, important, yeah, you did it now. You have a rest. And then you start saying something else. Breath. Okay, let's try. Nice. Okay, that's quite good. I want to ask you a question though. Can you tell me what is this? what is the role of it in the sonata? When you go, what is that? We're talking about structure now, okay?
Okay.
This is the second theme, okay? In most of classical sonatas, you have two themes in the exposition. The first one is the opening, okay? This is the second theme. Very often in Beethoven and in Mozart, the second theme is a bit more relaxed. It's a bit more lyrical. Think about the third piano concerto. That's the first theme. Right? And the second theme is. You see, it's always a bit more lyrical, a bit more melodic, a bit warmer, and written in a way that feels a bit slower. Okay? So you play the previous phrase, you finish, then you see, give it a bit more space, give it a bit more breath, like a singer, and try to hear the outer parts, the fifth fingers. Try to hear how they speak to each other. Contrary motion, they go towards each other. Now they go together. You see? Give it more lyrical quality. Let's try. Nice, nice. Now this time, I'm sorry, I know I'm giving you lots of information, but you're very good, so you can do it. Listen to the rests. Okay, that's right. Yes. Okay, now when you go to this F, it's the high point of the phrase, and you have a sforzando written. It's not by chance. The melody does the following. And now, you see? Delay it a bit, give it a bit more emphasis, a bit more importance. Okay, let's try once more. You can do it better. Try once more. You have to listen to the notes going, developing, opening up, like a melody, like playing a violin. Let's try. Nice. Okay, good. Now, here, you have some voices moving together. You have and then you have a little comment from the oboe of the orchestra or the flute or the whatever it is. This is not the important bit, okay? This is just the garnish. The main course is here. Okay. This comes from before, by the way. Right? So balance it and make it a bit less. Let's try. Okay. Nice, keep going. Okay, now, again, another very typical feature of Beethoven. He insists on a phrase or a note or something. Here he insists on the bass. F, F, fa, 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 crescendo, and then down. The fa becomes fa diez. You see? So I want you to give a bit more importance to this F. Not only it's the bass, it's also the point that Beethoven goes again and again and again and again. You see? So it's a bit more important than you think. It's a bit like, I haven't played this for many years, so forgive me for the mistakes. You see, a bit more of fa, fa, fa. It's like hitting something. Okay, let's try again. From yes, you see, now it was very exciting. With I was waiting for something to happen. Pam, 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 and then when you go here, so this fa diez sounds really exciting. Okay, now when you go on this, it's fortissimo, but it has to go somewhere. If you play all these chords fortissimo, it doesn't go anywhere, right? So play the first one fortissimo, and then drop a bit the volume, so you can go, so you can have some space to crescendo. Otherwise, it sounds very harsh, ugly. Okay, let's do it from the same place again. And when you go here, let's try.
I forgot.
Don't worry, try once more. Nice. Okay. Now, this harmony, the Do maggiore, comes out of nowhere. We don't expect it to happen, do we? No, it's unexpected. So, like, wow, what happened? Okay, it's this kind of feeling. Remember, that's loud, then you have a rest, then you have pianissimo. Okay, so make something out of it. It's a moment of wow. Let's try. Nice. Now, that's good. But for me, the main melody is here. Do, si, fa, mi, do, si, fa, mi. So here, the main melody is still here. Do, si, fa, mi, do, si, fa, mi. You play these octaves extremely well, okay? You know, with very good technique, with very good legato. I'm jealous of you. You're doing it very well, but they're not so important, okay? Keep doing them so well, but play them less, because we'll have to hear. You see? That's the important part here. It's polyphony, okay? This could be played by a string quartet. Cello, viola, and the two violins. The viola gets the solo very rarely in the quartet. The viola never plays the solo. So here the viola has it. So give it a bit more sound. Let's try. Good. So we'll play all this very beautiful, dreamy phrase in Do maggiore, and then here the harmony changes again. Okay, we'll go to Si bemol maggiore, which is the key of the which is the dominant. So listen. And then you have a cadence. Do you know what I mean with the word cadence? Perfect cadence. 4, 5, 1.
Um,
Subdominant, dominant,
okay,
tonic.
okay.
So that's important, okay? It's the first time so far that you have a cadence, a clear, full 100% cadence, okay? And again, you're quiet and suddenly you have a sforzando. So you have to give everything to the sforzando, but the rest has to be quieter. Otherwise, the sforzando doesn't have any effect. You see? I sort of throw my weight. Okay? Don't be polite with it. I also wrote it to you as a comment in your competition playing that you played this amazingly well, but you're a bit too polite, a bit too refined, too kind with it, okay? It needs a bit more of a punch. It needs a bit more of heaviness. It needs a bit more of anger. And then you drop again. Okay? Let's take it from again. Very good. Now, I want to ask you a question. When you play this first time, what is the dynamic? You cannot find it, right? It's actually pianissimo.
Okay, I have not any dynamic here.
You don't have any dynamic in this bar. The last dynamic you have is this.
Yes.
So actually, the dynamic here is pianissimo. When you play it again, it's fortissimo, okay? That's why it's very important that the first time only the sforzando notes are loud and the rest is quiet. Because we're in pianissimo. When you have it again later, which is fortissimo, there you have to give much more to everything, okay? So let's take it from, and keep in mind that the dynamic is pianissimo still.
Okay.
Nice. Now, when you play this, for me, the important thing is the sol bemol, sol, sol bemol, fa, mi, fa. Okay, it's a chromatic semitone going downwards. Okay, it's the gravity pulling you. Beethoven was, we'll say this in English, he was a very earthbound composer. Okay, it was, his music was very solid. It had gravity, you know, it had substance, importance. So I really feel that this beat is like the gravity pulling you downwards. It's like, you see, it's not just notes in the left hand. It has a meaning. The bass in particular. You see? So give it a bit more in your head. Let's try from. Nice, but you can do it a bit more. Give a bit more with the thumb. Can you try to play with the side of the thumb? Because you can give a bit more weight on the note. So it's more like laying on the key. I'm talking about the left hand. You see, I push down. For every note, I prepare the arm and I sing into it. You see? Let's try. Very good. You got it, okay? You need to find the inner melodies in this sonata, okay? You don't always have it in the right hand. You don't always have it at the top line of the right hand. You have so much going on in the left hand as well, you see? So much. You have many things happening there that you need to discover, okay? Now, because we're spending lots of time on this, let's go straight to the development, okay? And remember about the horn. Pa, 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 pa. Okay, can you tell me what is your feeling, your emotion about this development? What is the feeling that it causes to you?
Development is
This part,
uh,
what do you think about it?
so I think it's maybe I'm talking about this.
Mhm. That's
Actually,
right.
Something quarrel. Or,
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
So this
So
is first voice and this is second voice.
that's right. You mean answers and questions. That's right. But also I'm talking about the mood, the character of this section. The previous one ends in B flat in C bemol major. Right? And then I think that this is much more dark,
Yes.
mysterious, okay? Searching, it's trying to go somewhere. So you have, and then you have a lonely voice wandering around, matched by another voice. You see? So it's all very mysterious. It's all like we say in English, breathless, when you cannot breathe, when you're really scared about something, you see? So it needs more drama in your playing. It needs more mystery, more darkness. Let's try. Nice. Okay, now you reach there, and that's good. Sforzando. I cannot really tell what you're doing there because of the sound. But if you're using pedal, don't. We want a sound that is a bit more rough here, that is a bit more.
You're talking about the common pedal or left pedal?
Both pedals. So when you go here, no pedal at all. Okay? You need a bit more of the ugly sound. Okay? It's angry here. It says something not very nice. It's not, it's nothing like this. It's more dramatic. It's like quarreling, as you said. It's like people having a fight. So don't pedal it. Don't make it beautiful. And then give it a bit more anger. No pedal. That's right. Okay, good. That's better. I think that you have to wait for a bit more before every sforzando. It's a bit more. Remember what I told you before? Sforzando is not only about giving a punch to the note, it's about delaying it as well. Let's try. Now, of course, on this one, you might need a bit of pedal because you play higher. So you need a bit of fuller sound. Try once more and try to build it up. Think as a long crescendo going through. Let's try. Very good. Try once more. Good. Build it up now. I wanted to say before, that was very beautiful. You did this very beautifully the first time as well. But I want you to be careful on the following. Now you have an accent. Accent. So give this note a bit more of an aching, painful sound. Tirara, tirara, tirara. You see? Tirara. Let's try. Good. Now, I wanted to tell you something that I have found in other Beethoven sonatas that are written in Maggiore as well. All of them, most of them, around the middle of the sonata, they have a point where they go to minore and it becomes very dark. Do you know the Waldstein sonata? Hold on. I think, Marina, you need to turn off your camera and your microphone. Eric, can you hear me?
Yes.
So, do you know the Waldstein sonata? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Waldstein sonata at some point in the middle, it goes like this. Or the Opus 110. Later it goes. So all of them have this particular moment that you go into the minor key and it becomes very dark, very sad, you know, very searching. I think that this moment is here. Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is the only part in this sonata that you have to use the left foot pedal, the una corda, because you want a very special sound, very dark, very quiet, like whispering, like. Okay, can we go 4 bars before that?
Yeah.
Let's try. Okay, that's better. Now I think this is more in the right character. This is the most special moment
Mm-hmm.
of the sonata. It's where the magic happens. So think about the theme. Yaram, tiram. Here you have it in La minore. Do, la, re, sol. So phrase it carefully. And when you go here, a bit sadder, a bit quieter. So then you can break through in the fortissimo. Let's try once more. That was better. You can do it even better.
From this?
Yeah? That was good. Don't worry. So Eric, that was great. I really liked it. It's like saying something so quietly because I can just hear you. It's so important that I can just hear you. But then when you go, it's fortissimo. You need much more.
Mhm.
Okay, try straight from.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I think you can use a bit more of your arm weight. So yeah, so give a bit more. Okay, you can lift your elbow a bit and then let it fall. Try. Yeah, better. Okay. Now I wanted to say something else. The melody is this. But listen, what is the left hand saying? That's important as well. It's like a second voice, but it's very important to hear it. Let's do it again. Nice. That was better. Okay. You need to work a bit more on your fortissimo being a bit fuller. Now, when you go here, fa, la, and then fa, la, it's like, what did you say? It's this kind of feeling. It's like you say something here, and then what? You see? Also, it's written this way. It's piano here and pianissimo here. Okay? And the rest in between them, give it a bit more time. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ta, 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 ta. It's not like this. It's ta, 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 ta. You see? So give it a bit more time with the rest and make it even quieter. Give it meaning. And then, okay, let's try. Perfect. Oh, no, 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 no. The la bemol, quieter. Okay, not. That was much better. Try once more. Yeah. Great. Well done, Eric. Okay. So you need to respond a bit more to what's happening in the harmony. Okay. This chord is in D, is in re minore. It has nothing to do with mi bemol maggiore, the key of the piece. Nothing at all. It is what it is. But this one is where we'll go back. Okay, it opens the door to go back to the harmony, to the real tonality of the piece. Okay. And now the theme comes fortissimo. First time was piano. So make sure you make it fortissimo. Try again from here and let's go on. Good. I will just remind you what I said at the beginning about the slur ending and the new slur beginning. Okay, not so much, but so we can hear it. Good. Okay, good. Now you have to find the balance between what you used to do and what I said, because now it's a bit too much. Okay, you will find it, you will practice it, and you will find the right level. It's remember what I told you. It's like saying "ta-ri-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra, ti-ra-ra-ra-ra." You don't stop the sound, you put a t. Try.
Mhm.
Nah, that was good. That was very good. You see?
Mhm.
Try once more. That was very good this time, okay? You got exactly what I meant. Good. Well, Eric, I'm sorry that we didn't have any time for your Chopin, for the valse you were meant to play, but we had so many things to say in the sonata that,
Okay.
but tell me if you have any questions about anything I said.
Okay, so I have a questions, but these questions are about your comment in a competition.
Okay?
You said something about e-pedal or something. I will look at this. And I don't understand what is. I don't know what is e-pedal section.
Oh, that's because I live in England, and in England we don't say do re mi, we say A B C. Okay, so E is me, and I meant
Okay.
this place here because you
Uh-huh.
have a pedal of me. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have thought that we don't speak the same language in music. This is what I meant.
Okay. Okay. And I have a second question about. Give me a moment.
Sure.
I'm trying to find this. Uh, I think I won't find this.
Okay. Well, if you find it later, you can ask your father to email me, and we can talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
Eric, it's been a pleasure to work with you. Well done.
Okay. For me too.
Thank you. And if you want, you can join the other Zoom link I sent to your father, as well as everyone, because now I'm going to give another lesson to another winner of the competition. Okay.
Okay.
So I will switch this one off, and I'll see you shortly. All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome, Eric. Bye.